Hi guys, it's time for that pick a stitch for the week. The winner is the twin V-stitch, and we are going to be doing that one today. The other two that came in second was the half double V, and then the 3 and 2 came in last. It was kind of close and close. It was kind of exciting to see which one would win, and so we are going to get started with this now. I'm just going to use the what's left over of some puzzle yarn that I had. It is a bulky. I'm wondering if I should. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to think if I should do a thinner one, but let's just go ahead and start with this. All right. So we're just going to do a slip stitch, and these are all in multiples of 4. Now, knowing that it's not like extra change, but you are going to use at least 4 chains, or you're going to use 3 of those to do a turn. So I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So when you look at the pattern, I'll show it here. I like showing you guys the patterns too, to see how with reading them. This is their 4, but this is included in their 4 count. So you see they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And that's what we just did. So we're going to start our first stitch in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th one from the end. So if that helps you out a little bit. So these last 4 that we did are turning. If you're trying to make a certain measurement, that's what I'm trying to help you to remember. We're not going to count these as far as our lengths. That can, if you're wanting a certain measurement, you got to remember we're going to use this for our turning. Okay, hopefully that helps. Okay, so we're going to go, once we made our chain, I did 20, we are going to just go back and catch the 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go in the 5th one from our hook, and we're going to do a half double crochet. And we're going to do 2 of those. Now, if I was making a big project, I would be doing probably the single crochet across to give it a firm base, but for the sample, we're not doing that. And right next to it, we're going to do 2 more. And that's going to be our twin V-stitch. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 from there, and we're going to start that pattern. And then we're going to do 2 V-stitches in each one that we use. And remember, we're going to go right next door to it. And put 2. Okay, try to straighten this out a little bit. And then we're just going to, whoops, trying to make an appearance there, isn't it? We're going to just do that again. We're going to count 1, 2, 3. Start our double V-stitch again. Right next door. And then we should be toward the end. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Remember, we're counting and starting this in the third stitch from our last V-stitch set. So you don't you want to make sure you don't have too many in between, because otherwise it'd be easy to get 4. So we want to do just the 3. And so we're at the end, and this one's going to be right here, and we're just going to do 1 half double, and we only have one space between our double stitches. So that's what we should look like. We should have 1, 2, 3, 4. If you did the 20 count chain, so we should have 1, 2, 3 clusters with ending with a half double. Now you can either chain 3, which I think that's what I prefer to do here, and then you're going to go into okay, so let's look at this. I've chained 3. Here's I did do okay. Here's your first 2 doubles. So your V-stitch here. We're going to start this in 1, 2, 3. It's going to be the top of this V-stitch. So we're going to, I hope that makes sense. This is going to count as a double for this space. So we're going to skip this one and start in this one. And we're going to do 2 double crochets. Now where we did it in this second part of that V-stitch, on this one we're going to do the first V-stitch of those twins. Okay, so that's what it's going to be. When you look at your twin V-stitch, the second V here is where we put our first twin, our first V-stitch of our twin. Okay, and then the second set of V's are going to go into the first one of the next twin stitch or V-stitch, which makes our twins. Okay, so we're just going to follow that through. Just remember, the first time it's going to be in the second part of that V, and the twin is going to be made in the first part of the next V. Okay, so that is pretty much the pattern we're going to follow. I think this would make a pretty blanket. I think just about most stitches make a pretty blanket, but you can use this with a combination of other stitches. I like to do that, but I always try to make sure I have whatever stitches are made for at least multiples that work with what you're working with or working on. So we're going to do the next one. We're going to go to the second part of that V. And then the first part of the V. And then we're going to just go and find our end stitch. The top of this one. There we go. This yarn's kind of hard sometimes to see the stitch definition, and I can't seem to get it over in there. Oh, there's part of it. No, that's not where I want it. Here we go. And then we're just going to end with double crochet. That one's kind of tricky, so just take your time to find the spot. You'll know because how straight it looks at the end. You could put a stitch marker to mark those, so when you get ready to come back, you know, to that side, like I would put a stitch marker up here to know that's the one I needed to go in on the return row. So there's basically, that's the repeat. It's a one row repeat. And let's just go ahead and do one more row with you, if you like. If you've got it, then this is like, okay, I can do that. Wonderful. I hope you enjoy using it. It'll be interesting to see or hear what you make with it. I'm just gonna, I know you guys probably don't want to hear so much about it, but the moving part is getting real. I am trying to get all my yarn in one spot. It's in 3 different rooms, so I am trying to get it all organized. I've got some nice totes. I've got some shrink bags to put the yarn in. Mike, curious to whether or not you would want to see maybe clips or little bits and pieces of that move. And if you, I thought about doing that next week. I'm going to try to pre-record some videos for next week, because this is what my week looks like. Let's see, I have to be I'm out of town Sunday. So there's a day gone from the move, and it's a good thing. It's going to be a nice day, and then I'll be back Sunday evening, and of course I have Monday to work on it. I've got errands I need to do. I've got so many people to call. Try to get this. I like this yarn, but sometimes it is hard to see that proper stitch. There's one. Come on. Just fight with it a little bit. Should have not made them so tight. I'm going to have to just do my sneaking behind that stitch. Here we go. Okay. Get it straightened out. And so there's our V-stitch. This is with the bulky, where this was just with a lighter weight. This is a more coarse feeling yarn, so I think it makes the definition just a little bit better. As I said, I don't always remember where they came from. This might have been from I'm trying to think. It's very coarse. I bet it came from something I bought and frogged from Goodwill, because I don't remember having anything this feels like this. But anyway, it does. You can see the difference in how it makes the stitch look. But there it is. I hope that was nice and sweet. I forgot what I was saying, which is my issue. So I'm trying to get the yarns together. I've got my frog projects. I need to figure out how I'm going to either frog them before the move, or and cake them up, or just pack them and worry about it after the move. It's kind of hectic. So Monday I can have a full day here. Tuesday my son's coming in to but he lives about an hour and a half away. He's coming in to try to help me with some of the things I need to move. I'm going to pack my car up, because on Thursday I go sign my lease. So he'll be here Tuesday and part of Wednesday. I have to go back over to where I'm moving to sign my lease. I'm going to hopefully have a car packed full of stuff to be able to put in my apartment. Friday, I have some friends coming over from there who are going to help take a load back for me. And then on Saturday should be my final move. And then I got to find out if I got to come back in and clean and how that's going to go, because I'm not sure. My son here said that he would do the cleaning, clean the carpet and stuff like that, but I need to make sure it gets done. So next week I'm going to do a pick-a-stitch, and I'm hoping you guys give me a little bit of leeway. I am going to try to tape it Monday. I'm going to try to tape the Pick-a-Stitch. So I need to get that out so you guys can have the time to take your vote. It just won't be as many days. Or, you know, I might still be able to do it. But I'm going to try to pre-video either the granny squares or the in a hexagon tile. I know I need to do those. Pick-a-Stitch I might just do on Wednesday after I'm thinking about it, because it'll give me a break of something to do besides stress about the move. I really want this move, but it is, I mean, it's just 10,000 things you need to handle. So, okay, guys, thank you for listening and watching. If you watched to the end, thank you. I'm not sure how many people actually watch my videos all the way through. I do appreciate it. Give it a like, thumbs up, comment, suggest it to someone else if you think it's something they might like. And I appreciate you being here. Okay, bye for now.